If you want to check the giveaway, make sure to check the pinned comment in the description below. Hey everybody, welcome back to another video. I just wanted to show you guys how easy it is to get into the F-15C from the Flaming Cliffs bundle, take off and start shooting targets. It's really easy. There's nothing to be worried of. And look at this. I think it's 4 binds. Okay, so the first one, electricity to the jet, Shift L. Now I can close my canopy, Control C. I already used 2 of the binds. I have 2 more left and that's it. The jet is gonna start. So let me show you this. Those are the engine's RPM. Those 2 gauges right there. With left alt, right alt and home, I'm gonna start the left engine. And I'm gonna wait for the RPM to be at 25. Now, I'm not about procedures. I'm doing it because this is how the jet works. I can do, with Russian jets, I can turn them at the same time. This is just how it works. The other engine will not start if it'll be below 20, I think. Here we go. Let's start the right engine by hitting right shift and home. And the engine starts. That's it. That's it. Yes, now I'll be able to move forward, taxi, and take off. That's it. The jet is up and running. We're good to go. The one thing that you want to do is to bind your axis commands to whatever flight controls, right? Up, down, left, right. So let me show you that real quick. I'll go here to axis commands. Here we have the joystick, which is like every other joystick. Works the same. Roll to the sides, up and down. That's it. That's all you're going to need. And rudders. Rudders you're gonna need for taxi on the runway, okay? So, right and left. It's gonna be very comfortable for you guys if you guys have a stick that have a Z-axis, which you can twist, which... this is how I started my DCS, with a really cheap stick that had this Z-axis, of course. And, oh man, that was a very, like, I think $15-20 stick. It had this... It had this small lever in him. That was my thrust. Oh, which, by the way, thrust. If you have dual throttles, you can bind to whatever left and right engines. But if not, you can bind just the thrust bind. That's it. Putting a little bit of thrust. Just start rolling. That's it. The jet is started. It took like, what? 1, 2, 3, 4 key hits. And that's it. The jet is started. That's it. We're taxiing to the runway. We're about to take off. That's how simple it is, just to take off. And I'm gonna break it down for you guys. We're gonna have 3 MiG-29s coming in, and we're gonna engage them. And I'm gonna show you how easy it is, the part of the fight. I just wanted to break it down to show you how easy it is to take off and then to fight. It's not a big deal at all. That's it. If you're gonna be a newcomer to DCS, my public server, if you're gonna search for Longshot official server in the search tab under the multiplayer option from the main menu, it's very friendly for newcomers, very friendly for newcomers, and bunch of missions, especially if you guys that like to fly helicopters. Very challenging as well. That's it. We're lined up, full thrust. Just maintain your jet on the line. It's simple enough, I think, especially if there's no wind. 150 knots, rotate, and like every default in games, G to unfold your wheels and F to unfold your flaps. It's a toggle, so whenever you're gonna hit this toggle, it's gonna do the opposite of the current situation. So if I'm gonna hit G again, it's gonna deploy the gears. That's it. Gear is up. That's it. You're flying an F-15. That's how fun and easy it is to start DCS. Really important case. If you're getting the Flaming Cliffs, you're not getting only the Flaming Cliffs. You're getting all of the mods that use Flaming Cliffs, which is a lot. So, bang for your buck, I think, is understatement. You're gonna get the Sukhoi 35, the F-22, the Sukhoi 30. I can't name all the Gripen, the Eurofighter, I can't even think of all of the jets right now. I'm having a brain glitch here. Okay, so what I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna head up north, and we're gonna set ourselves up to a BVR engagement because we know that we're gonna have those bandits coming in. So I'm gonna head up north, and you're gonna see how simple it is to start splashing targets. Okay, we got RWR contact, and let me pause and show you how simple it is to start fighting targets. We're going to go to all the binds right here, and you see those first, it's 5, but the 5 is missing, never mind. You see those first binds right there, navigation mode, all those stuff. Think of that as, I guess you guys played first-person shooters, right? You can... Number 1 will be your primary weapon. Number 2 will be your pistol. Number 3 will be your grenade, and so on and so forth, right? Those quick things. This is the same concept, right? It's whatever tool you're selecting to whatever mission you want to do. So we said we want beyond visual range. So that's it. I'm going to hit the number 2, and I'm in beyond visual range mode. The AMRs will be selected. The only thing that I need to do is to turn on the radar, which the default I think is I, yes. Radar on off, again, it's a toggle. You just hit I, the radar on, you can hit I again, the radar off. That's what a toggle means, I think. One more thing is to bind the target lock. Here we go, target lock. And this is when you hover with a target designated control, which is this bind right here, up, down, left, right. I don't have it bind because I'm going to show you it's in the X's. It's imagine like on the radar screen, if you can see through the thing right here, I'll show it to you. You can hover with a small mouse, essentially, over the target that you see on radar and lock them. You're locking them with this bind right here. You move the TDC, the target designated control, horizontally and vertically. Here you see the bind. I have a small stick on my X56. So this is left and right, up and down. That's it. And here, let me show you how it works. So we're going to start with putting the jet in BVR mode, number 2. Here we go. The jet is in BVR mode. You can see the amount of MRAMs you have and that circle across the HUD. We're going to turn on the radar. So I, and the radar is on. You see those 2 lines right there? This is the TDC. You see I'm moving it? And if I'm going to bump it to the upper edge of the screen, I'm going to increase the range which I'm looking at. Right now it's in 40 miles. Bump it again, 80 miles. That's going to be enough. Oh, one other thing. You see here, 53 and 20. Let me pause. This is where the radar is looking up and down. You can move, basically you move the antenna of the radar itself where it's pointing. And it tells me that it looked between, what was it, 53 and 12,000 feet. So scan zone up, scan zone down. That's all you need. Scan zone down, scan zone up. That's going to move the antenna to whatever altitudes that you want to scan in. Here we go. So 53 and 20,000 feet. I'm moving it down. 11,000 feet. Moving it down. There we go. We got the targets. So they're between 38 and 38,000, 39,000, 34, and 1,000 feet. Oh. One else. Now I can basically hover over them and lock the targets. But I see that there is more than one. Thank God the F-15 have an option to lock more than one targets. So I'm just going to search, track while scan. Here we go. Radar, track while scan. And you see our range while scan and track while scan. So if I'm going to press it once, it's going to go to track while scan. If I'm going to press it again, it's going to go back to range while scan. So again, it's a toggle. Here we go. Let's choose track while scan. And now I can see all of the targets. I'm going to hover over the one of them and over the other. And I'm hitting target lock to lock them. Oh, we got 3 targets, of course. Here we are. 3rd target lock. All 3 of them locked. That's it. Now I'm just waiting to be in range. How would I know that I'm in range? You see those 2 squares? There we go. You see that? The circle is big and 2 yellow lights. And the range is 35 miles. Fox 3, that's the first bandit that I locked. Now I'm gonna... Oh, I lost the lock on the second guy right here. So let me lock him again. There we go. Now it's gonna automatically switch between the targets that by the order which I've locked. So you see, that's why I'm not in range. Here we go. In range. That's Fox 3 on the second target. I'm gonna wait to be in range on the third one. Here we go. In range. Fox 3. We're gonna hit a crank. And we have a missile out on us. That's fine. The F-15 can get really fast. Now we have a missile out on us, so we need to defend. First of all, we're gonna hit that crank. The crank is where... You know what? Let's not talk about tactics. But basically, all I'm doing is putting the targets on the gimbal limits of the radar, which is the edge of the screen right there. Let me pause it for a second. We're gonna talk about defending moves. So, you want to drop countermeasures. We had a missile notification. That means that is a radar tracking missile. So chaff is the countermeasures for that. You're going to write chaff in the search, and we have chaff. You will not hear a missile notification from a heat-seeking missile. And for that, if you're going to see it, it's going to be flares. So here we go. Bind your flares, bind your chaff. We're done. Oh, one other thing. Let's say you are in emergency and want to drop the fuel tanks. I want to be faster. Okay, so you're going to write jettison. Jettison fuel tanks. Oh, let me show you this. See this? Right here. This is, it's not going to change. It's going to stay like that. That shows you what loadout you have on the jet. It shows the 9Ms that I'm carrying, the 120Cs that I'm carrying. But here in the upper row, you can see fuel, pylon, fuel. You see that? It means that I have on the, nothing on the middle. Well, I have pylon, but no loadout, and 2 fuels. Once I'm going to hit the jettison, you're going to see all of them going to display pylons. Here, let's take a look. Going down, Mach 1.3, 1.4 if you see it. Let me hit the jettison button. Take a look. Boop, pylons. And chaff, 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 chaff. Chaff, 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 chaff. I still have them somewhat locked on the gimbal limits of the radar. I'm going to start slowly recommitting. Being so fast, I'm going to defeat that missile. That missile will not be able to stay here with me because I'm so fast. That's how beastly the F-15 is. And you're really gonna get, you're gonna have fun with that. We're losing targets from radar. Broke the lock on almost, look at, you see how he's behaving in radar? That's a splash, okay, splash target. Oh, I should just look for it. What do we have here? What is that? In the contrails. Let me look higher. I saw 2 splashes, but there is something here that I'm not sure if it's a splash or not. If we're gonna get into a dogfight, I'm gonna pause and I'm gonna show you the dogfight binds. I see something there. I hope it's an ejecting pilot. I actually don't wanna do a dogfight tutorial on this one. Scanning up. I'm using only the binds that we... Oh, look at that. Okay. What is that? It's an ejecting pilot? Yeah. Right? Yes. Parachute. Oh. Okay. No RWR contacts. Looks clean. I think that was an ejecting pilot as well up there. Yeah. Yeah, that's an ejecting pilot. Okay. That's it. Splash 3 with an F-15. That's how easy it is to DCS. It just... it's very fun. I mean, I said that it's the closest you will ever get into fly a real-life jet. It's fun. And you can do everything. You can shoot. You can crash as much as you'd like. Which is I would argue is the best learning tool, right? You can see those cinematics, and I remember days that I used to fly DCS just to relax without anyone on the map, no fighting, no nothing, just fly and look at the scenery. And that was back when DCS was 2.4, 2.5, I can't recall. It was before the clouds and before the 2.9 upgrade, where you can see depth of field much better and all that good stuff. And even then, that was very fun. So right now, it's amazing, and I can't wait to see what we're gonna have in the future, especially with a new graphic engine, if it's gonna come out, hopefully soon. It just, you know, just enjoys the scenery. Do some aerobatics. Here we go. Let's do some aerobatics. A little bit of a roll. You can pull some G's. You know, go fast, go slow, whatever your heart's desire. Fly through the clouds. Dive into a valley. It's just, look how fast. Mach 1.2 and speeding up. Still keeping my throttles up. And the F-15 is so amazing because I was afterburning the whole time 8,000 pounds of fuel. In a valley, I still have enough fuel to manage it correctly and go back to whatever airfield here in the Caucasus map, which is the free map that you're gonna get once you download DCS. Anyway, guys, I hope you're gonna enjoy, and remember, put in the comment section hashtag DCS for the giveaway. 2 of you lucky guys gonna get the bundle of Flaming Cliffs 3. Thank you for Eagle Dynamics to the help of this giveaway, and it's gonna continue all throughout from this January till May. 2 lucky winners in the end of every month that I'm gonna announce in a video, so stay tuned.